I'm going to share my whole desktop, so you will see an infinity screen for just a minute. And from then, I will not be able to see you, so I apologize. But you'll see why in a minute. Like, let me do the entire screen. There we are. Okay, as I said, I cannot see you. Can someone verify that you can see my desktop?
I can see your awful, poisonous Windows desktop.
With penguins. Sorry.
I mean, penguins are nice.
Penguins
Everything
with
else
power
is
interests.
disturbing.
Okay, this is a demo on using CentOS Stream on Windows. And to do that, to demo that, I have to have a Windows machine. This is my gaming desktop. I apologize. I've cleaned it up as best I can. Windows Subsystems for Linux lets you install Linux distributions on your Windows 10 and 11 machines. By default, they do have a little repository of distributions. Some of them are called Debian and Ubuntu, and there's a few others. But in order to get on that list, there is sign your soul to the devil licenses. No, I shouldn't say that, but something similar. And so you will not see a CentOS Stream thing on the official Microsoft list, but it's really painless to be able to still do it. So start with the CentOS Stream WS Linux, WSL image. I apologize for that. In the previous thing, we talked about getting a CentOS Stream TEM image. This is actually right now, they're only in testing. This is where you would get the buildblog centos.org. Give us a few weeks and we'll probably be in our usual image area. I have pre-downloaded this one that I did just a few days ago on 11/11. I just happened to, no, it wasn't 11/11, 11/01 at 11/11. I like to make my images at fun times. So we have pre-downloaded it. Let's go to our steps. First, we need to install WSL. Well, to install WSL, it's the same thing as actually running it. We're going to start with a thing. I can never find it anywhere else, so I just start typing COM for command prompt. Make sure you're running as administrator. And you get that weird thing. I don't know what that did on the Google Meet. And there you are.
So it just didn't show up at all. So there you go.
Okay. It just asked me if I wanted to run this as administrator. The usual Windows pop-up that you always don't read and hit OK. You should read that just in case. Anyway, you do a WSL install. And that installs WSL, which doesn't make sense to me at all. Don't take it up with me. I didn't write it. So here's a fun thing. It's already installed. Interesting. I tried this about 10 minutes ago, and it did not do this. It better not take a long time. Great. I hope this is not another one of those demos. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it finished. It finished. Anyway, it was already installed. The problem was there's no uninstall. There is an uninstall command. It does not uninstall WSL. So one of the commands is WSL list. Oh, and there's Ubuntu. It actually installed Ubuntu. Okay. Sorry, my demo is already taking a left turn, but that makes it funner. If we have downloaded our image. So the first thing you really want to do is do a WSL install. It will install Ubuntu on your machine. That is the default Microsoft Windows things. I don't know why they picked Ubuntu. I don't even care. So you've got WSL installed. Now, you probably want your images not taking up your main disk space. If you're like me, you have several disks, and your main disk is sort of the smallest one. You don't want that. I have this one here. It's a nice 2 terabyte disk, and I have created a WSL directory in it. As you can see, I already have CentOS Stream 9 uh, on this machine. So we have this WSL directory. Remember where it's at. The path is EWSL, talking in Windows space. Now, like I said, I've already downloaded this. Let's look at my downloads. Earlier, I had downloaded the 9 image. We don't care about that one. Let's get rid of it. We're going to be installing CentOS Stream 10 on this machine. So we pre-downloaded this for the demo. Now, I hate this path. Who knows where this PC is? I don't. Okay, I sort of do, but I still hate the path. So I tend to put mine in a directory C temp. As you can see, I have some previous ones there. So we're going to, and I apologize. I know these are so small. You can probably not read them, and I apologize. In a little bit, I will be switching it so you'll be able to see better. We're going to move my CentOS Stream 10 over to my temp directory. So it's easier because now it's on C temp. Yay. That makes it so much easier. So remember those two things. WSL, EWSL, and C temp. So now we're going to do some real commands. If you see here, we've got, it's on my page, the actual example, and we're going to be using this example. But I'm going to see if I can make this easier for you to read. Okay, we're going to, let's give this a try. I'll show this again. I know we're mirrored. We're going to stop. We're going to present that. There. Isn't that easier to read now? Okay. So we got this, and we're going to type in our little command here. So first, with all the WSLs, we start with WSL. We're going to import our image. Now, this next one is optional, but I'm going to type it in. I've already checked, and my WSL is using version 2 by default. Version 2 is the best version. So we type WSL import version 2, sort of optional. Now we give it a name. We're going to call this one CS10. And then we give it where we want it. So remember before, EWSL. So E, comma, WSL. And we want it to be in CS10. You can name that directory whatever. I just like naming my directories with the same name that I have the thing. But it could be what, it could be Joe's Crab Shack, something like that. It could be whatever. We're going to do CS10. Now, see, you'll also notice that this doesn't have any options to it. You just got to know that things go in this thing. So now where are we getting it from? So we're getting it from C:, C:, temp. And I'm so glad that they put this in here. Oh. I better not have to type that whole thing in. Let's see what happens if we just start CentOS stream image. Oh, goodness. WSL. No, not WSL base. Wait. Oh, that is right. That is what we want. Okay. So again, WSL import version sort of optional. The name that you want it to be called, where it's going to be going, and then what the image is, the image you're at, and then hit return. And it does take a few minutes. So those of you who are wondering where can you get these informations, these are on the alternative images SIG documentation. Hey, that didn't take too long. Thank goodness for SSDs, fast SSDs. So anyway, there is no slides for this. Just go to the alternative images. You'll see WSL, and that's where these informations are coming. Now, we've already showed it before, WSL-list. Ta-da! CentOS Ubuntu CS10. So let's run it. So if it's not the default, you see right now CentOS 9 is my default. We do WSL-D. You know what? Let's not do the default. WSL, what do we get? Cats. CentOS Stream 9. Okay, exit out. WSL-D, and we called it CS10. And so it's the first time it was doing that. Okay, so this is the part that's going to be taking a few minutes. It's sort of exploding everything there. There we are. So cat, Etsy Red Hat release. So there we have CentOS Stream 10. Can you do things like DNF? Sure. DNF, list DNF. That's my default testing thing. And so no such file or directory, blah, 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 blah. Okay, here's the problem. I'm running as user CentOS. Those of you who might wonder, yes, I'd like to run as root. So I can't remember if we have wget. So wget isn't installed. dnf-sh install wget. So while it's installing that, it's fairly quick. So what gets mounted when you do this? The FSH. There's my mount CD and E drives. Cool. So if we go to my mount D drive was sort of full. Let's look at it. There's a temp directory there. Can I do anything with this thing? And the answer is yeah. Temp2, I believe, is empty. Move that directory. Temp2, yeah, it's gone. Make them temp3. There it is. Let's go into temp3 and let's do wget and let's grab. Oh, can you cut and paste into this? Maybe not. Okay, cut and paste doesn't work. We're not going to wget anything. Anyway, you can do lots of things in here. Please be careful. That's basically what I'm going to say. Be careful. So let's exit out of here. I want to get out all the way to show a few other commands with WSL. Again, we're going to list. One of the best commands is WSL unregistered Debian. Oh, wait. not Debian, Ubuntu. There. Now it's gone. WSL list. Ta-da! No Ubuntu. Sorry, Ubuntu. Don't take it personal. Let's say we want our CentOS Stream 10 by default. WSL -- set default CS10. And now we just have to do WSL, and we're going to go into CS10. Boy, maybe it just takes a long time every time it's on 10. And there you have it. I don't think I'm taking all my time, but I couldn't fit this with my other demo thing. And with that, I will open it up for questions. I'm going to leave this up in case some of the questions want to see what they do. Does anybody have questions? Or does anybody have anything there? I'm not deleting my Windows machine. I'm sorry, it's my gaming machine.
Show me a graphical application.
I cannot do that.
Aw.
Well, maybe I can. I don't know. I don't have any graphical applications installed. What if I did GIMP or what's another feather pad? Oh, we're on temp or 10. It's got to be something that's.
You're going to need something from Apple.
Yeah.
I don't think you have Apple. Do you have Apple in here?
Yeah, Apple's. Yeah.
Okay.
What's a graphical application in Apple that's fairly lightweight? I haven't done an edit because there's no X.
What about Kwrite?
I don't know if it'll it'll install. It'll install, but will Wayland show up?
Well, WSLG is powered by Weston, so.
Is it?
Yes. They use Weston, and they use Weston's RDP backend to mirror the window back into the Windows desktop. So it gets native decorations on Windows through RDP, which then bounces back through into the environment. So the Linux side sees a Wayland compositor. The Windows side sees an RDP window, and there you go. It's also how they sidestep all the clipboard and other nasty interaction problems. I think you might have to force Wayland as the plugin backend, but it core dumps, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Is there any graphical things that aren't KDE based on 10?
I mean, I'm sure there's a GTK text editor or two.
Let's go into CentOS Stream 10 or CentOS Stream 9 because I know there's plenty
in there, right? That's
what should be there.
gedit. It's a pretty straightforward GTK based text editor.
Oh, yeah.
Or in the case of 10, it would be GNOME text editor because they replaced gedit.
Oh, did they swap that? Okay.
That is a lot of text.
Yeah.
That is a lot of text. Yeah. GNOME text editor. Okay.
Yep.
GNOME text. I even spelled it right. I honestly haven't tested anything GNOME in. I've made sure it boots, but GNOME text editor. Okay, let's give her a try. GNOME text editor.
Failed to open display. So yeah, things are not correctly wired up yet for being able to do graphical applications. I guess that's something for your bug tracker, Troy.
Yeah. Okay, we'll put that on the bug tracker. But thanks for asking.
Yeah, no problem.
So if we get some graphical things on here, oh my goodness, that will.
Don't you dare defect to Windows to me.
No, but no. But I got this thing, and there's plenty of times that I have to do things on this, but then I'd have a Patrick. Oh, how do we get be able to hear Patrick?
I can set him as a contributor and we can let him.
Okay.
There we go. You should be able to talk.
Yes, Patrick.
I wonder if you try loading that as not root because you ran SU, you might have weird environment.
That is probably an issue, yes.
Oh,
hey,
glass.
Apparently Vulkan and missing OpenGL libraries. So actually, the second one is a real bug on the CentOS side, because that means that there's a missing dependency somewhere to pull in the correct libraries. But the first one is just funny, because I don't think that error makes any sense. But because I don't think Windows uses a Mali GPU. Because I think Panfrost is for ARM. Like, that's a little strange.
Yep. So anyway, this is running the CentOS stream on Windows. Thank you very much, and I'm going to turn the time back over to you, Sean.